Hello, everyone. I'm sure by now you've heard the news that the federal government has decided to close down all federal government secondary schools in the country. Federal government has control over the unity schools in terms of secondary schools, and the other ones are under state government. With the terrorist attacks that have been going on, you don't know as much where is the next target. Instead of putting children at the risk of being carried away, the government has decided to close down the schools until hopefully there's more control over the security situation. The Plateau state government has also decided to close down all schools. Plateau orders closure of all schools as Islamic terrorism ravages Nigeria under Tinubu's watch, Parallel Fact says. The Plateau State Universal Basic Education Board, PSUBEB, has announced the immediate closure of four primary and secondary schools across the state to prevent potential security risk. This decision comes in the wake of attacks on schools in Kebbi and Niger states where numerous students were abducted in recent weeks. PSU PSU BEB's public relations officer Richard John Samanja confirmed the directive, stressing that the closure is temporary but essential for protecting learners. Sadly, that's really the situation on ground. As much as we're going to say that, oh, it's going to disrupt learning, you have to be safe for any learning to take place. It's actually quite sad that parents have to choose between the lives of their children and also an education, and now government have to prioritize protecting the lives of the children over education. Most of the students who are going to be at home now, they're going to be behind while other schools are continuing their own, whether is it across the country or whether private schools or however it is. It's really not fair on Nigerians. It's really not fair on the students. But hey, one has to be alive for many things. So I think at this stage, seeing the helplessness of the situation, you know, it's a right decision that the government has made, both the federal government and also the Plateau state government. We need to take a moment back and find out where are we, because as it is, the person that wants to kill you is always more clever than you, who is the victim, because you're not expecting it. The person who is planning this thing has planned a whole lot. So you need to take a moment back and then try and overcome and overwhelm that particular perpetrator and deal with the issue. I saw someone who made a report and said something along the line that Nigeria was at a civil war. Nigeria was doing a civil war and it was able to finish it in so and so days. Why is it that the insurgency and that's but the insurgency and the civil war are quite different in the sense that the civil war you knew it was conventional war. It wasn't an unconventional war. So you knew who your enemies were. They wore certain kind of uniform. You were shooting at each other or getting targets and all of that. This one, you don't know who is. The person that you're laughing with today might turn out to be the person that is going to kill you tomorrow. You don't even know. It might be someone that has been kept in one place and is being activated. When you talk about sleeper cells, and I say today Nigerians are discussing sleeper cells. I remember Ahmed Salkida and a good number of other security experts who for years, from around is it 2016, 2017, they kept warning us and say, hey, these terrorists are sending people all over the country. They are putting together sleeper cells. They are having people who are on all over. You understand that it's only a matter of time when they say to them, when they activate these sleeper cells, you see the people we stand up and begin to attack. So someone that you're seeing, you think it's normal, it's your normal, just like the way DSS will do their thing, the intelligence gathering community will do their thing. You see someone who is normal, but you don't know they are there. It's the same thing that is happening with the terrorist groups also and the sleeper cells that they are activating. The same way you see a situation whereby you're just sitting down, you're just going about with your life. You don't know that someone who is planning to kill or do something. So that's why it's not like the war where you're fighting is just all about the guns you have, the whatever. You need a whole lot of intelligence gathering amongst, and you for you to be able to gather intelligence. You need the support of the people. You need the belief of the people. You need the trust of the people. If the people can't trust you, you can't gather as much information. Most times you find out where people have information about the terrorists and all of that, they go to to the either the military or the security agency, and then before you know what's happening, the terrorists are finding out who was it that went to go and tell the security agencies, and then these people are being killed. So if you, this is an unconventional war, like former President Obasanjo had said that fighting insurgency without intelligence gathering, it's like boxing with your eyes closed. There's no how you're going to go far in that kind of a fight. The board statement explains the government junior model secondary school will shut down starting Saturday, 22nd November 2025, while primary and day schools will close from Monday, 24th November 2025. The move is intended to safeguard students and reassure communities that their well-being remains top priority. The board also urged local government, education authorities, school administrators, and community leaders to cooperate fully with the directive and remain alert to any security development in Plateau. So this is where the situation at hand now. And there's a comment here where someone said there is need for caution, but shutting down school is what the terrorists want. Yeah, I do agree. Shutting down the school is what the terrorists want. But hey, in terms of thinking about the lives of the people, the protection of lives of people is paramount. That's the number one thing. And I think the government, shutting down the school for now is the right thing to do. Instead of putting children at risk, because you don't know when next they are going to come out. Now, this is the time for the intelligence community, the security agencies to put in everything together to be able to find how do they manage this whole terrorist attack that had just started. How do they get these terrorists, annihilate these terrorists? They are killing us. Go after them and kill them. Instead of the security agents always killing unarmed protesters, this is the time for them to show us their might, show of force. Go after the people that are killing Nigerians and also invading the territorial integrity of Nigeria. This is the time for that protection that government is supposed to do on the people. Is supposed to happen. The national security advisor that has been all over the place speaking anyhow, oh, there's security, let him come and let's say the security. And these are some of the things that we've said about over time, where they always focus on propaganda to say we have not been the ones that have really dealt with this issue. Along this way, where they say, oh, but they are not doing this, they are not that. Is the security that changed tactics? It's unfair that terrorists that are supposed to be ragtag armies are the ones who are, how do I say it now, who are directing how everything should be, instead of the Nigerian military directing and going after them. This is really sad.